Well, good afternoon, Fightin Phils fans here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Game number 3 between the Reading Fightin Phils and the Binghamton Rumble Pony, the Mets affiliate. And the Fightins took game 2 after Binghamton took game 1, so we're tied all right now. The mound meeting with the umpires going on right now will see the same set as game number 1, with more behind the plate. Edwin Jimenez over at first and Emil Jimenez over at third. A couple of roster moves throughout Philadelphia's affiliates. Yesterday, coming in this morning, 3 guys promoted up to AAA Lehigh Valley and 3 guys coming up, all pitchers from Jersey Shore. On the mound tonight is going to be Jack Perkins, who's had a heck of a 2 starts since he was called up from Jersey Shore against Adam Aller. And we'll see how they square off against each other. Jack Perkins, not only great on the mound, but also fantastic at the plate. He has got a 2.333 OPS because he had a triple and a home run in his last game. Pitchers, don't often, or more often thought of easy outs, but not with Jack Perkins. He's going to be tough, batting in the number 9 spot today. He'll be hard for Adam Olive, and just kind of, count him in as part of the lineup because he's gonna bring tough stuff at the plate and on the mound. As the Fightins head out to the field, and the Rumble Ponies exit the dugout and line up, I'm going to throw it down to the field for the singing of the national anthem.
We invite elected military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And now, as part of Remax of Reading Night, please welcome Dave DeSembrino, who will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Dave DeSembrino. Thanks again to Remax of Reading. The Brigade Fireworks are compliments of International Fireworks. International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils. Please welcome the Boy Scouts of America, Off Mountain Council Troop number 155. The Boy Scouts are brought to us tonight thanks to the generosity of Giant Foods. The Boy Scouts lead the crusade.
Well, a beautiful rendition of the national anthem thanks to Remax of Reading Night here at the ballpark. Jack Perkins out on the mound. The Fightins in their home white pants and the black R-Train jersey with a red trim around it, and the black R-Train hat as well. We'll see different jerseys tonight from the Rumble Ponies. They're in their road gray pants, but this time they've got navy jerseys and red caps with Rumble Pony logo on the front. And play ball shouted on the field by kids who were clearly here on the hot dog hat giveaway.
Fans, you can now text the Art Phil's front office at any time.
And we're ready to start baseball here. Jack Perkins taking his final warm-up throws in 2 starts with the Fightin tees. Went 1-0, got 1 decision with a .90 ERA. He's thrown 10 innings of work and 10 strikeouts, so that means approximately 1 strikeout an inning. And only 3 walks, so pretty solid on his command. Just a younger pitcher, just barely, throughout Double-A here, 23 years old.
Enjoy tonight's game, brought to you again by UGI
Out of Germantown, Maryland. And was just picked up in 2018, so not a lot of professional experience for Jack Perkins so far. Was pretty solid in High A, but honestly has looked better here, better numbers-wise in Double-A. Really settling in, maybe just needed some time to warm up to the season. His longest outing, 6 innings of work. That's the longest a Fightin's pitcher has gone, him and Hendrickson. And now he'll step onto the mound after he grabs the rosin bag. It's going to be Brody who steps into the batter's box first. Over on the left side, and he kicks and fires. This one sent high in the sky. First pitch coming in at 7:05 p.m. and it goes foul into the 67 club. So he's 0-1. It's 76 degrees here in Reading, Pennsylvania. It is a beautiful day at the ballpark, not too hot, and just a slight breeze, 8 miles per hour. It's going from right to left right now, so it should benefit those righty batters early in the contest here. And Perkins misses outside. The middle infielder's back deep, along with Tatum at first, and Salgazzo getting the start at third in the hot corner. A diving Brito's not able to come up with it, and it gets down the middle. So Brody will lead off here with a base hit. Brito pops back up. He's okay out there. A nice effort made, but just not able to come up with it. In the outfield, Josh Stephen over in left, Gamboa in center, and Madison Stokes in right. Madison Stokes hasn't made a lot of starts in right, just 5 on the season, so this will be number 6. But he's played in 5 total positions, including first, second, and third, and then left and right field. And has not made a defensive error at all. We were talking about that yesterday. Kind of doesn't really notice that. He just plays good ball, and it's really working out for him. So runner on first now to Jake Mangum, and he chases the pitch downstairs. It's 1-1. Mangum, a heck of a day yesterday, 3 for 4 with a home run and 2 singles, 2 RBIs on the day. A big crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium, the second night in a row. This one chopped. They're going to get 2, 4, 6 across, and they don't get the out at first. It was just a slow roller, and Stock got a little caught up with the slide from Brody at second. But they'll get the lead runner, and they'll get an out as Mangum reaches on a fielder's choice. And there'll be one away here for Singer. Yesterday, the crowd, 7,000 people here on a Wednesday night. Lots of fun at the ballpark. They got to see a lot of action, a pitcher's duel that turned into an offensive burst as the Fightins won 8-6 over the Rumble Ponies. And nice weather yesterday. Again today, bunch of kids out in the pool, which is always fun. Hayden Sanger, the catcher, takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Runner taking a lead off of first. Perkins, the righty, sets up on the first base side of the rubber. And calling timeout now is Sanger. He'll step back into the box. Perkins looking down, and then he looks back up. Kicks and fires the 0-1, fouled back, it's 0-2. Yesterday, the Fightins scored early and often. Towards the end of the game, they scored 2 in the bottom of the first with a 2-run shot for Bryson Stott, then didn't score any more runs till a 4-run 6th inning, which included back-to-back homers by Stokes and Tatum. He checks his swing, but he doesn't go around, says Jimenez at first. The Rumble Ponies chased at the end, but they just didn't have it in them to catch up to the Fightins. And Perkins comes home again. This one, a liner right into the glove of Daniel Brito. They try to double him off at first, but sliding back is Mangum. And a nice jump there, well timed by Daniel Brito, deep in the hole at second. Gets the second out here for the cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. We'll step into the righty batter's box. Perkins trying to get out of a clean first inning of work and just give the Fightins a chance to get him some run support. The team record in his starts is 2-0, and he hasn't allowed a run yet in the first inning. We'll see if he can get through that solidly. He was assigned to Reading on June 11th, so their last home series. And he got to pitch on that Saturday night where we had 8,000 fans in the ballpark, so he's pretty used to pitching in front of a large crowd. This one hitting the shin of Vientos, and he'll take first. That shifts Magnum over to second. And there's 2 runners on here for LaGrange. We saw LaGrange for the first time in this series yesterday. 2 for 4. And he reached on an error. He'll head up with a .260 batting average and 18 RBIs now with a runner in scoring position for Jack Perkins. He'll pitch out of the stretch. No one really holding the runners on at first and second, or worried about the out here. And LaGrange takes the ball outside. Lights have come on at FirstEnergy Stadium. There's not a cloud in the sky, but the stadium roof is shading the mound just a little bit. And Perkins comes home once again. This time we'll get a called strike. It's 90 on the gun. Wind starting to pick up a little bit. That flag in center blowing big, and a leap from Mangum as he goes over to third, but it's playable by Bryson Stott. He'll send it on to first, and that'll be out number 3 as Perkins strands 2 runners on the base pass. The score will be 0-0 as the Fightins get a chance to bat.
The Reading Fightin-filled birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightins birthday. The Fightins Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightins home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightins fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
Hello, Fightins fans. Thanks for joining me on the airwaves tonight. Emily Messina here with you, covering the Reading Fightin' Phils taking on the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Perkins gave up a hit in the top of the first. Two runners got on, but nobody crossed the plate, so it's still 0-all right now as Reading's turn to bat. They're going to start it off with Brito, Stott, then Stokes in that number 3 spot, and Tatum batting cleanup with Jorge Bonifacio getting the day off today. Then Josh Stephen, Archimedes Gamboa, and Jack Connolly, rounded out by Salgazzo getting the start today, and then Jack Perkins. And it's Adam Aller who's on the mound, getting his first start here in Reading. He's 1-3 on the season with a .555 batting average, and it's righty on righty matchup here with Perkins and Aller. He'll kick and fire home against Brito and to get a called strike. It's Brody, Mangum, and LaGrange left to right in the outfield as Brito swings and misses. It's 0-2. Then Vientos back at third with Carpio and Romero in the middle infielder, and Toffee over at first, Singer behind the plate. And Daniel Brito sends this one up high, coming back to third baseman Vientos, but he's called off by Brody out and left, and that's the right play for the left fielder to make, coming in towards the ball instead of the third baseman backing out. And that'll be out number 1 here for Bryson Stott. Stott hitting a home run, his 4th of the season in last night's game. In his first at-bat, we'll see what he has to offer today, up his batting average to .294 with 20 hits since he's been here in Double-A. And he'll take a first pitch called strike. Can already see them setting up for the fireworks tonight over behind the left field wall. And Stott drives one foul. It's 0-2. Gets himself into a lot of 0-2 counts, but doesn't really faze him. Still patient, waiting for his pitch. He's got a little room on the third base side. And here comes Aller. He sends this one on the roof instead. So going up to AAA, Mark Appel, the righty, and then lefties, relievers Zach Warren and Jacob Hernandez. So we congratulate our guys on their promotion to AAA. I'll still be following them up there and wishing the best of luck. Stott fouls this one off. We'll see if it remains in the field of play, but it goes into the grandstand instead. And now Stott still down 0-2, fouling off 2 straight. And from Jersey Shore, the Fightins got starter Victor Santos, who will pitch in tomorrow's game instead of Mark Appel. Aniurez Zabala, a reliever closer type. And Nick Lackney, who we saw once before with the Fightins, but it was in an away game. Stott strikes out swinging up in the zone. 95 from Adam Aller. And here's Madison Stokes with 2 outs. So we'll see if either Zabala or Lackney pitch. Lackney said he pitched on, I think he told me Sunday, but Zabala might have thrown on Tuesday. So we'll see, what they get here in Double-A. And in Lackney's appearance when he was here with the Fightins, but he was on the road. And Stokes gets a hold of this one out to left field, and it'll bounce off the White Star bullboard. He'll be into second with a stand-up double, his 7th of the season, and the first hit for the Fightins tonight.
Tonight, Chiefs are Bianca, the first baseman, number 13.
And Madison Stokes has been hot. That's why he's moved up in the lineup. They want to get him some more at-bats per game. 31st hit of the season for Stokes, and so humble about how well this part of the season has been going for him. I got the opportunity to talk to him last night because he had that 3-run shot that really helped put the Fightins ahead for good. And he was like, no, it was really the whole team, you know, not just me. Just trying to get my job done, working a lot with Henson, doing a lot of extra practice, and clearly it's paid off for him as of late. He's just, you know, remained calm, remained in each at bat, and has been able to deliver. McCarthy Tatum sends one up the middle. It's going to drop between Mangum and LaGrange. Rounding third, being sent home is Stokes, and he crosses the plate easily. And McCarthy Tatum follows it up with a double of his own to plate Madison Stokes. The Fightins take a 1-0 lead.
You can pick up your free Bay City Fountain Drink Sheets voucher at the customer service booth.
And look at them go, scoring early here in the bottom of the first inning. A big pickup there, back-to-back doubles by Tatum and Stokes to start things off and get some runs across the plate here for Reading. Oh, with 2 outs. And now we'll see Josh Stephen with a runner on second. Aller looks back at Tatum. Instead, he's going to come home, and Stephen fouls it back. Carpio almost directly behind at second base, so Stephen has pretty clean up the left side of the infield, and Tatum ready to go on contact here with 2 outs. And the 0-1, it's driven up the gap between first and second, rounding third, coming home Tatum, and a RBI single from Josh Stephen makes it 2-0 Reading. And impressive here for the Fightins to have 3 straight hits in a row that reward them in runs scored as they get timely hits. And they're up 2-0 now over the Rumble Ponies, phasing Aller a little bit. We'll see a quick visit at the mound as Carpio comes in, and so does Singer from behind the plate. And they'll calm him down for a second. Heading back is Singer. And here's Archimedes Gamboa at the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs. The Fightins taking a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. They've done it all with 2 outs. 3 straight hits. And coming home now is Aller. Gamboa swings through the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1. A little bit of a sun glare over on the right side of the infield as first baseman Toffee holding his glove up, trying to block the sun as he watches for a pitch shot to come in to pick off Stephen, who's taking quite a lead at first. And instead he goes home to Gamboa. It's 1-1. And there's the pickoff attempt we were talking about, but it's not in time. Sliding back is Stephen. Aller looks down, and here's the 1-1. It's inside. Aller, a product of Northwestern State, played there with his brother Josh, and then he went to play in the Cape Cod League where his brother was a coach there. Gamboa fouling this one back into the stands. It's 2-2. And he impressed, so he was picked up by Pittsburgh in the 20th round, then picked up by the San Francisco Giants, but he was released, and then was very surprised he had learned to be drafted, taken it during the Rule 5 by the Mets, and he said he was really surprised about that as Gamboa takes one downstairs to full count. He actually didn't know that was draft day, so he was really surprised to get the call from the Mets. He was actually busy substitute teaching at the time. He wasn't sure he was going to go back after being released, so he was trying to pick up other things until he figured out if he was going back to school or not. but he got the call from the Mets and took a chance. Gamboa sending this one foul territory, coming over Vientos by third, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The Fightins, though, score 2 off the bats of Tatum and Steven after Madison Stokes leads things off with a double. And going into the second, the Fightins are up by 2.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the EXP Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. EXP Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. EXP Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of competitive pricing allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Well, we were talking about run support before, and Jack Perkins now has 2 runs here to work with as he goes into the top of the second. The Fightin' scoring 2 in the first, and he'll start off against Toffee, Carpio, and then Romero. Perkins takes a deep breath. Now he comes home, and it's fouled back by Toffee. Stands tall on the mound, Perkins does. Not much of a knee bend the entire time, and then after he kicks with his left leg, kicks it up. His right leg back swinging behind him, powering through his body movement, and he gets Toffee to foul another one. It's 1-2. This one's upstairs. It misses high. Phillies have the day off today as Scranton ahead 1-0, or Lehigh Valley ahead 1-0 over Scranton as Perkins picks up his first K of the game, a swinging strikeout from Toffee, and it's out number 1 here in the second for Luis Carpio. The Blue Claws and Brooklyn Cyclone 0-0 after 4. And this one, a bullet off the bat of Carpio over the head of Brito, and it trickles into right field. He'll have a base hit with one away for Romero now.
The second baseman, number 12, Yoel Romero.
Romero, 29 hits, but just 13 RBIs, so about half the time he hits, there are runners in scoring position that he knocks in. Tough to have your second baseman batting 8th. Like to see a little bit more power out of that position that typically isn't as defensively aggressive as some of the other positions, I'll say. The Fightins are happy to have Daniel Brito batting first. Here's the 0-1 now. It's a called strike, and it's 0-2. Lots of roster moves for Philadelphia this entire series as Romero goes out on strikes. A big pickup there for Perkins, and now he'll face the pitcher, Aller. He's only had one at-bat so far with a 0.00 ERA. And we were counting today over in the main press box area earlier. We've had 50 different players on the Fightin's roster at one point or another throughout the season. Started with 28 guys, and we could field 2 teams with how many people we've seen come through baseball town. Some guys just for 1 or 2 days. Some guys have stayed longer. And a guy already in the majors with Matt Vierling. Aller takes a first pitch strike. Again, Perkins comes home again. This one fouled off. That foul ball is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Insurance Fraud Prevention Authority. Only weasels commit insurance fraud. Visit don'tbeaweasel.com today. And Perkins has got the pitcher-pitcher matchup here to 0-2. And he'd love to end this thing, strand a runner on first. But it's just a little high. It's 1-2. Give his team some more time to bat. And he comes home. This one a grounder into the glove of Gazzo. He'll go the easy way to second and end the inning. The Fightin's up 2-0 as we go into the bottom half.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with FirstEnergy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phils players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season.
Now batting for the R-Phils, the catcher, number 37, Jack Conley.
A solid outing for Perkins in the top of the second, 2 strikeouts, and stranded a runner on first. And now as we head into the bottom of the second, Jack Connolly is going to lead us off. Connolly getting the start tonight after Duran took Tuesday and Wednesday. And he goes for bunt, but it's a called strike as he pulls back. He's got a big gap up the middle. And he checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. It's 1-1. The wind pushing out left. So today for righty batters, including Jack Perkins, who's on deck. But first, Connolly. One ball, 2 strikes now to the catcher. Coming home, Aller, and checking his swing once again. They said he did not go around, so twice he's been on the right side of that call. And he's up close to the plate. He does not step back in the box. And here's the 2-2. It's low. Good hold there by Connolly. Just 4 hits after being called to Double-A, 2 RBIs. And here's Aller with the payoff pitch, a grounder to third, and it's chopped foul. Tonight's Fan Zone team leaders are brought to you by North Point Bank, Joanna Arias. Here are the leaders in each hitting category. Stott leads the team with average 294 right now. Bonifacio in RBIs with 23. And Daniel Brito leads the team by far with 44 hits. The payoff pitch, Connolly deep to left field, going back at the wall, and it bounces over. And they signal a home run for Jack Connolly. Here in the bottom of the second, he brings the Fightins up 3-0. His first of the season as he high-fives Sean Williams and crosses the plate. A bomb out to left field for Jack Connolly. 3-0 Reading now. No outs in the bottom of the second. And man, are they putting the power in it tonight. Some pregame fireworks here on the field before the ones outside the park tonight. And it's Salgazzo. Pinch hit yesterday. Rounded out back to the pitcher, and on Tuesday when he laid down a bunt. But still looking for his first Double-A hit after coming from Lehigh Valley. He's been on the Reading roster twice, but Tuesday was his first appearance. First recorded AB. And now he'll get his first start tonight over at the hot corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the righty-lefty matchup. Gazzo pokes one the other way, but it's too far, and it's in the stands. As far as the team leaders for pitch, Francisco Morales leads with 44 strikeouts. Jack Perkins coming to the game with a .90 ERA. And that's strike called number 3 to Salgazzo. And that'll be the first out here in the second for Jack Perkins. Those are tonight's Fan Zone team leaders, brought to you by North Point Bank, Joanna Arias. If you're looking to buy or refinance a home, look no further than Joanna Arias. You can contact her today at Point Bank, conveniently located at 1105 Berkshire Boulevard. And Perkins will now take a called strike. Fightins are up 3-0. A lot of extra base hits so far as Perkins takes another one on the outside corner. Aller consistently at 95 with his fastball right now. And Perkins sends it deep to left field, going back at the wall, but it's caught at the warning track. And man, oh man, was that a close call there for Jack Perkins.
The second baseman, number 12, Daniel Brito.
Daniel Brito back to the top of the order with 2 outs now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Yesterday I was watching BP, and they had some really, while they were taking batting practice, hitting coach Tyler Henson was instructing them when they came up. They had different spots. Each round was something different, and one of the rounds was around the world, which you hit it up the right field line, out to right center, out to center, out to left center and then up the left field line. And you get 5 pitches to do, go around the world just like that. And I thought that it was a really solid drill, especially with the shifts that they put on some of these guys these days, to be able to put the ball exactly where you want it. Really productive. And I think Daniel Brito has done such a good job of placing the ball that's allowed him to get on base, a lot of times. And the count now 3-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. The Fightin scored 2 in the first, and so far 1 here in the bottom half. And he'll walk as the pitch comes in outside. And there'll be a runner on now for Bryson Stott.
Walking your dream home with realtor Stephanie Young. The shortstop, number 6, Bryson Stott.
They did a couple other rounds of stuff during BP. Another one that they did was opposite and then pull the ball. So they go the opposite way. So a lefty would poke it the other way and then pull it in his direction. And they would go back, forth. Same thing for the righties. Just another way to work on putting the ball where you want to. Goes for the pickoff attempt at first. Now Oller's going to come home to Stott. And he grounds it up the first base line, but it's waved off by Jimenez as a foul. It'll be fielded into the stands. 0-1. Stott did an interview today with NBC Sports Philly, which is going to air in July on Philly's Clubhouse, with Taryn Hatcher, who is mainly, I would say, known for her reporting with the Flyers. She was wonderful to get to know, and we encourage you to see that interview. Stott going up the middle. It's fielded by Carpio, and he'll run it up to second. It was a hard-hit ball, but Carpio just playing in the right spot. 3-0 Reading going into the top of the third.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Game here for the Fightin so far. They've scored 3 runs, capped off by a home run from Jack Connolly. Now, Binghamton has had a couple of hits, but they haven't had anything go across. Oller up to 42 pitches to get through 2 innings. Perkins at 28 right now, but he's thrown 20 strikes, so just 8 balls so far. And he's going to start back with the top of the order in Quinn Brody. And the first pitch coming in low. And now 2-0 here from Jack Perkins. This one sent up jumping Bryson Stott, not able to grab it as it's too far above his head, and it will trickle into left field as Brody starts things off with a single. 2 for 2 today in leading off an inning, and it'll be Jake Mangum who heads up for the second batter so far. We'd like to thank the official team physicians of the Reading Fightin' Phils, our good friend at Commonwealth Orthopedic Associates and Dr. John Martin and Paul Marr for taking such great care of the team. For the same great care that the Fightin' Phils receive, visit Commonwealth Orthopedics Associate at coaortho.com. And here's the first offering to Mangum inside. Brody looking a little bit jumpy over at first. Should anything get behind or even a little caught up with Connolly, I imagine that he's going to try to take second. 3 stolen bases on the season, hasn't been caught once. And Mangum takes a strike. It's 1-1.
Right here loves you. He loves you.
And if you can hear the fans in my crowd mic, Bucky the Beaver is walking around the ballpark right now. Nice changeup from Perkins to full Magnum. It's 1-2 now. Lots of kids out there in the pool. Perfect day for it over there. Nice and warm out and warm in the water. Looking over at first is Perkins. But he's going to set up on the rubber and come home. And he gets Magnum to chase one outside. It's a strikeout for the first out here in the top of the third. And his third K so far. Still averaging 1 per 3 outs. And it's Hayden Singer. Shade is covering about all of the left side of the infield and the outfield. First base a little in the shade as well, but right and center still in the sun. We'll see if that impacts any more. Perkins going over to first. Tatum's watching, but nothing to play there. And McCarthy Tatum has not made a lot of appearances at first either. Usually we see him over in the hot corner. He's been playing solid defense there. This is just his second start over at first. And Singer pops it up, coming over to make the catch. Stokes in foul territory, and he does so on top of the Reading bullpen. That's out number 2. Here's Mark Vientos, who is hitting the shin on the first pitch he saw. Vientos steps into that righty batter's box. He had a tough day yesterday with just a walk and a run scored, but he hit a solo shot on Tuesday, one of just 2 runs that the Rumble Ponies scored. And he'll take a first pitch strike now from Perkins. Going is Brody. And this ball deep to left field. Is it playable? No, it's over the fence. And it's a 2-run shot there for Vientos, his second home run of the season and his 10th of the season. It is 3-2. Fightin' still on top now. And that is Vientos' 10th home run of the season and the first home run that Perkins has given up since June 3rd. There's 2 outs, and he's looking for the third. He'll face LaGrange. And he fouls this one onto the roof. I'm sure you could hear it whack as it falls back into the crowd. Everyone seems to be okay as they recover the foul ball. And he'll take a called strike, so Perkins gets him ahead 0-2. The Fightin's on top by just a run right now as it's 3-2. And he gets him to chase. LaGrange fishes for one in the dirt, but doesn't come up with anything. And it is 3-2 Reading Fightin' Phils as we head into the bottom half. They'll look for some insurance runs.
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Sons. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Now Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Into the bottom of the third we go. A different kind of ball game right now as it's 3-2. A 2-run home run by Mark Vientos in the top half put the Rumble Ponies right back into this game. And we'll see what the Fightins can do offensively if they can tack on a couple more runs here. They've scored both in the first and the second. And now Madison Stokes is going to lead us off here in the third. And I'm going to start this half inning off with a pretzel, a soft pretzel, my favorite ballpark snack, thanks to the Schlichters over there. Appreciate the kind gesture. And Stokes taking a called strike. And he'll take another one. It's 0-2. Stokes doubled to start things off for Reading in the first. And it was followed by another double by Tatum. And then a single by Steven that scored 2 runs.
I think she has more hits. Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Madison Stokes. Aller kicks and fires back, and Stokes, a bullet out to left field. Is it going to drop fair? And it does. A solo shot from Madison Stokes. After he did it last night, he does it again. His 4th of the season, and he puts the Fightins up 4-2. Just what they needed after giving up 2 in the top half. And Stokes has just been able to pull it all together recently. Absolutely crushed that ball out to left field. And here's McCarthy Tatum. Stokes, another 2-hit day, and has crossed the plate twice. Here's McCarthy Tatum. Aller sends one upstairs. And the wind is pushing out for righty batters. You can see that right now with 3 home runs so far in this game. And Tatum chases one downstairs. It's a called strike. Aller sends another one into the strike zone. It's 1-2. The wind is still pushing out from right to left right now. And shadows really coming in heavily in the infield and over on left. Tatum, a slow chopper, but it breaks foul. Lots of people out in the deck area right now, and they're getting a lot of home run balls to take over. The M&M section, as I once heard it referred to. And here comes Aller with the 1-2. It's a called strike 3 to Tatum. And he's sent back into the dugout. The first out here for Aller in the third. Aller just hit 50 pitches. And no sign of action in the bullpen, though we do see some going on for the Fightins right now. A couple new guys running out there. I see maybe they coming back from a bathroom break, who knows. Josh Stevens takes the first pitch outside, infield back deep to the lefty. He's got the whole left side of the infield to work with right now. And he holds off on a pitch low. It's 2-0. The Fightins up 4-2 right now, thanks to some work by Madison Stokes. Aller bends his right leg and then kicks and fires with his left. 2-1 now to Steven. Boos to the umpire Tanner Moore behind the dish. We saw him there on Tuesday. We saw the same setup on Tuesday, and the reason we didn't see the full rotation, as Josh Stevens sends one out to center field, but at the warning track is Mangum, and he makes the catch before it leaves the field of play. That's out number 2. So they didn't go all the way fully around because Emil Jimenez is not cleared to work behind the plate as of yet, recovering from an injury. So he'll have to stay on the base path. So he's sent back out to third, and Edwin Jimenez over at first. So he and Moore are going to rotate behind the plate. Gamboa fouls back the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third inning. And this game has been offensive right from the start. Gamboa holds off on one upstairs. He too has a large gap in the shortstop area, with Carpio playing right behind second base. And he takes one outside. It's 2-1. Lots of fans here tonight thanks to our hard work at school program and our Remax night. Of course, the post-game fireworks helps as well. And Gamboa a diving Toffee comes up with it, and it's a race to first from the pitcher, Aller. He gets there before Gamboa, and that'll be out number 3. But the Fightins score a run off a solo shot from Madison Stokes. It is 4-2 as we head into the fourth. Stick around, Fightins fans.
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Into the top of the fourth we go at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins 4 runs on 5 hits compared to the Rebel Ponies 2 runs on 4 hits. Will Toffee sends one in the air out to right field. Going back is Stokes, and it's over the fence. A very quiet solo shot there from Toffee to start off the fourth. And man, is this game getting heavy here with hits, and the 4th home run of the day comes off of Will Toffee, and it's 4-3 now. Reading Fightin still on top. The 2nd home run given up by Perkins after Toffee has 2 as well. And here's Luis Carpio, who had a single back in the 2nd but was stranded. Perkins deals, is up high. Carpio out of Venezuela, was an international free agent in 2016. He's got the most experience here in AA with the Rumble Ponies on either side, as he's had part of 3 different seasons in AA. And I believe the youngest player on the youngest on the Fightins, and I think one of 3 young players in all of the Philadelphia system, with 20-year-old Santos coming in to the roster here today. And Santos, a very young prospect, but heard great things about him from the guys at Jersey Shore. One of 5 youngest in AA, which is pretty impressive. He is born in the year 2000, which is interesting enough, as Carpio strikes out swinging. Out number 1 now, and I thought it was interesting the other day when we had a player from 2001, Jose Cedeno, join us on the road, which was pretty young to be a part of AA. Just promoted for 2 games and recorded a walk and a pinch hit appearance. Romanero takes the first pitch strike outside, and it's 0-1. 5 strikeouts now for Jack Perkins. And a good frame there by Jack Connolly, but they couldn't get the call they wanted to for more. 1 out and a home run so far here in the 4th. And he gets him to chase one with a change. It's 1-2. This one sent right up the middle and trickling into left field. Steven picks it up, but Yoel Romero with a base hit now and just one away. Stott has been trying to jump for those deep in the hole at short, but just not able to come up with anything. And he's not short by any means. He's 6'3", so his vertical's probably, quite a few inches higher than that. So these guys are really getting solid line drives, which is what scouts are looking for these days. It's not just to put the ball in play, but to line it, which is the toughest play to get the out on, as opposed to a ground ball or a fly ball. They're looking for sharply hit line drives. And this one up the middle, a diving Stott. It gets through his glove and out into center field. A base hit for the pitcher, Aller, shifting Romero over to second. And we're back to the top of the order with 2 on and just 1 out here in the 4th. The Fightins up by 1 run here, but a very competitive ball game. And yesterday's turned into as well. Even the no-hitter was a close game, with the Rumble Ponies only scoring twice. And they're taking a short break as Perkins wants to exchange the ball. Don't know what that's about. They made him throw it into the visitors' dugout, which I'm not exactly sure why, since the Fightin's bat boy is the one who controls when they need more balls and runs and gets them, ones that are rubbed down with mud. So I find that pretty interesting. And up high in the sky, going back is Stott, and that'll be out number 2. Stott's uniform pretty dirty out there at short. He's had to dive for a lot of balls. So has Daniel Brito. And here's the offering. It's a liner again over the head of Stott, coming around third. Trying to score here is Romero, and he will, as Steven has to chase it all the way to the wall. And coming into third is Aller. A stand-up double from Mangum scores 1. And we have a tie ball game now, as Romero crosses the plate. Here's Hayden Singer. Now we're going to get a mound visit from Brad Bergeson. Perkins being roughed up a little bit on the mound. And the umpire coming up to break this up. Gazzo and Mangum having a little chat. Brito, of course, coming over, always chatting it up with everyone. So runners on second and third here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. It's a tie ball game here, and it's become a very close contest right now. Perkins deals to Singer, and he misses outside.
Straight swing, 13. Number 13 right there on deck.
Takes another one outside. 2-0 the count here to Hayden Singer. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And of course, a base open for Jack. This one poked fly ball foul, but it's going to end up in the grandstand. And that's a strike. Doesn't want to face Vientos with the bases loaded. Would be very dangerous. Nobody up in the pen. They're going to trust Perkins to get through this. And it's poked the opposite way, going back. Stokes on the run. It bounces over his head onto the warning track. Scoring 2 runs is the Rumble Ponies. They take a 6-4 lead on a stand-up double by Hayden Singer. And 2 straight doubles in a row get the job done for the Rumble Ponies. They take the lead for the first time here in the 4th inning. And Jack Perkins and the Fightin still looking for the 3rd out here. They've been at 2 for a bit now. And the Ponies putting up a 4 spot in this half inning puts them right back into it. But the Fightin's having a big offensive day. They have scored 1 run, at least 1 run in every half inning so far. And a swinging strike from Vientos now. He's been hot in this series, 2 home runs so far. And he was hit by a pitch back in the 1st. Perkins looking back at the runner at second, the infield back deep. now he's going to come home, and it's inside. There is someone warming up in the bullpen right now. Can't quite see who that is. Connolly setting up on the inside part of the plate and fouls it off into the dugout. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Told Austin Ross out there warming up, he's known to be a little bit longer of a reliever. So they might try to have him come in the next half and get at least 2 out of the way for the Fightins. There's a runner on second, but Perkins is 1 strike away of getting out of this half inning. And here's the 1-2. Vientos stays alive as he gets just a little piece of it. Rumble Ponies 6, Reading 4. Perkins trying to get out of the top of the 4th. Here's the offering, and he hits him in the back. Vientos hit for the 2nd time in this game today. And we were worried earlier it might get a little chippy with a hit by a pitch in the first game. He's shaking his head, but he seems all right as he just walks very slowly down to first. So there'll be bases or runners on first and second now for LaGrange, the only person to not bat in this half inning. And then they'll have batted around the lineup. Perkins trying to get out of this inning. He was 1 strike away. Outfield back deep infield as well. And here's the offering. It's a called strike as it loops into the zone. Haven't seen Austin Ross come out at all this series so far. Last game we saw him Sunday against Harrisburg. Gave up 2 earned runs in an inning. LaGrange fouls this one back. He's down 0-2. So once again, Perkins looking for his final strike to get out of this half. 2 runners on the base paths, though, and the Fightins drop their lead. They're down by 2 right now. A home run, 2 singles, and 2 doubles in this half inning for the Rumble Ponies. And a called strike 3 now to LaGrange, and that'll do it for Jack Perkins as he gets out of the half inning. But the Rumble Ponies take a 6-4 lead, though the Fightins have yet to bat in their 4th. We'll see if they can continue on their run scoring here as they're down by 2.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
the third, and they're down by 2 runs. It's going to be Jack Connolly who leads things off. Adam Aller coming out for another inning of work. He's thrown 60 pitches so far, and Connolly, in his last at-bat, had a solo shot. Love for him to do it again right now as they're down by 2 runs. He's got space up the middle. Aller deals, and it's low for a ball. Lots of home runs in this game so far. There has been 4, 2 on either side, and a couple of doubles for either team. 1-1 here now to Jack Connolly, making the most of his start tonight. He'll hold off on a pitch downstairs. Three balls, 1 strike. The Fightins would love to get a runner on here in the bottom of the 4th to start things off. It'll be Connolly, then Gazzo, and Perkins if he's not pinch hit for now. Although he's a pitcher, they know he's got a bat on him, so it might be opportune to let him get a second at bat in this game. Connolly pops one up, but it's going to go into the stands. Nice hustle by the first baseman Toffee to come over, but there's nothing he can do about it. Three balls, 2 strikes now to Jack Connolly. He adjusts his helmet and squats down in the right first base box, and he'll take a walk down to first. So the Fightins will start this inning off with a runner on first. And here's Sal Gazzo still looking for his first hit with the Fightin Phils in Double-A. Gazzo struck out and has grounded out twice in the past 2 games. Aller also played in indie ball after he was released. He thought he was done, but his parents said, well, maybe give it another go. Try indie ball 1 more year, do kind of a victory lap. So he was just having a good time, enjoying himself, kind of stress-free, he said. And then, because of that, kind of had such a good couple of weeks, a month or so, and the Mets came around calling, and they signed him. And now he's been pitching ever since here in the organization. We've seen his sinker and his cutter now, but they liked most his mid-90s fastball, which he's really held consistent so far through 3 complete innings. He's still hitting 95. And Gazzo now down to an 0-2 count. And it's upstairs. He's going to hold off. Connolly taking a couple steps off of first. We haven't seen him try to take second yet, but Colby Fitch tied for the team high in steals with 3, another catcher that the Fightins had this season. It's definitely possible that catchers could be solid runners. Connolly very much in shape, and Gazzo's going to strike out swinging today, and that'll be 1 out for, we'll see who they send up right now. It is going to be Jack Perkins. And he heads in to face Aller with 1 away and a runner on. Aller stepping on the third base side of the rubber. And now he kicks and fires home. It's a called strike. Perkins flew out in his first at-bat, but we know he's got the power. Triple and a home run on the season. It's only 2 hits so far, coming in back-to-back starts. And coming home, it's a called strike from Aller, so he falls behind 0-2. Then we'll go back to the top with Daniel Brito and a runner on first. And hopefully Perkins can advance him here. They're down by 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And the wind's still blowing out in favor of righty batters. Clearwater Threshers dropped game 1 of a doubleheader to the Daytona Tortugas, game 2 starting shortly. Jersey Shore up 3-0 over the Cyclones. And Scranton up 2-1 over the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs in the top of the 4th. Former Fightin Julian Garcia on the mound. And coming home is Aller. Perkins strikes out swinging, 94 up in the zone. And a big K pickup there from Aller. 2 outs now and a runner stranded at first. Swing and a miss from Daniel Brito. He walked back in the 2nd, so he's 0 for 1 on the day. Sun's starting to set here over the field at America's Classic Ballpark. We've seen some pretty nice sunset the past 2 days. And the field kind of in the shadows right now with the lights helping us out. Brito chases one in the dirt, and he's 0-2. Fightin's 4 runs on 5 hits, and the Rumble Ponies 6 runs on 9 hits. And this one right to the second baseman Marrero on to first, and that'll do it. The Fightin strand a runner on the base pass, and they're still down by 2 as we head into the top of the 5th.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Free for you. 20 of you will receive free tickets to the July 10th game. That's tonight's Gallagher Mechanical Vegetable Race. Remember, vegetables are good. Candy is bad. Eat more vegetables. Gallagher Mechanical provides quality service at an affordable price. Hey kids, football is headed back to the BTI mascot.
Well, we're going to get a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves, a bullpen to start things off at the top of the 5th. Jack Perkins' day is done here in Reading. And he's given up his final line, 4 innings of work, 9 hits, 6 runs. They're all earned, but he struck out 6, and he didn't walk anybody here in his 2nd game in Baseball Town, 3rd with the Fights. It's going to be Austin Ross who comes in for relief.
Wait, so who's in the car with you? My grandma. Why were you in the back seat?
Ross known for longer innings of work. And we'll see if we can give the Fights 2 here. Last outing giving up 2 earned runs, but other than that, honestly, he's been pretty solid and confident out on the mound, which we like to see. And after the 4-run fourth inning where the Rumble Ponies batted through their lineup, we'll see what Ross can do. Laying down a bunt is Toffee. It's fielded barehand by Gazzo. It's over the head of Tatum. And we'll see what they record that as. I think it would have been a hit either way. We've got to wait for the base hit, says the official scorer.
The shortstop number 19, Luis Carpio.
So Luis Carpio up to bat. And they'll have a runner on first. That was a base hit, not an error on anybody because he would have reached earlier. And Carpio, they're going for the tag at second. The throw down from Connolly was just to the left of Carpio, and so Brito's not able to get the tag. A stolen base there from Will Toffee to put himself in scoring position. Was a ball to Carpio as well, 1-1. Brito kind of covering second, not really allowing. And now he'll let up for Carpio. It's drilled up the third base line. And it's 1-2. Busy game here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Combined 15 hits and 10 runs for these two teams. Yesterday, a high-scoring game as well. Connolly sliding over to get a ball outside that would have definitely gone away from him. And Ross gets a chopper. A diving Tatum can't come up with it at first and trickles into the outfield, and another run scores for the Rumble Ponies. It is 7-4 now off a base hit single from Luis Carpio. He gets an RBI from that. And what started as a first half for the Fightins has turned into a middle half for the Rumble Ponies. And they're at the number 8 hitter right now, Yoel Romero. On deck is Aller, so we'll see if he comes out for an at-bat and then for another inning of work. 76, and some of these guys do go into the 90s, so he might. Popping it up, Romero. It's going to be in the infield. Calling them off is Gazzo. And getting out of the way is Austin Ross. That'll be out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. And the pitcher, Aller, does come up to bat right now. Runner on first. 7-4 score in favor of the Rumble Ponies.
Don't let him step on the weight another guy. He has to stay outside and walk.
And then back to the top of the order we go with Brody. It's a slow roller off the bat, foul. Aller looking to lay down the sacrifice bunt to move the runner into scoring position here. And Aller now shows signs of bunt again. Instead, Ross going over to first, but sliding back is Carpio.
walked up to him and smacked the fuck out. He had his helmet on, pushed out. Boom! And he was like, you know, the first time I really knew that.
And here's the offering by Ross. It's a slow roller bunt, and Aller doesn't even move out of the box. He thinks it's going foul, and it ends up going foul, but interesting how long he waited to get a jump out of the box. Just kind of assumed it would, and you never really know.
For what? You're a fucking homo.
Aller 0-2 now. We won't go for the bunt, I don't believe, and he holds off on a pitch in the dirt either way. Don't think he would risk trying to lay down a bunt with 2 strikes, and there's only 1 out here in the 5th. They're up by 3, which honestly, with the way this game is going back and forth, I don't really think 3 is enough runs to hang your hat on. The Fightins had themselves a 3-run lead in the 3rd, so this game changing hands, and we hope it swings back in the Fightins' favor. They'll get the last bat in the contest. And 1 ball, 2 strikes now. We'll see if Ross comes home. And he will. Going is the runner, Carpio. The slide diving in. He's safe with the tag by Brito yet again. We just saw this in the last at-bat, just Connolly not being able to get the throw down in the right place. And coming over is Jimenez. And Brito is arguing with Carpio at second, pointing, and Carpio shaking his hands, saying, "I'm here." Brito will back off from second. This game's definitely getting a little chippy. There'll be a runner in scoring position now for the pitcher, and his job was to get him over to second, but he's done that by himself now. And he fouls 1 back, so it's still going to be 2-2. Lots of pickoff attempts here by Ross, and it doesn't help him out. But he'll get Aller out swinging, so that'll be out number 2. And with a runner on second, it's more important now to pick up that second out, because Quinn Brody heading up to the dish with a runner in scoring position. He'll be going on contact, but that'll have to be in play for him to score a run. Brody went to Stanford just like Mark Appel did. He sends this one foul into the grandstand. Very smart guy, I've been told. Interested in all of those stock market things they do nowadays, NFTs and whatnot. And he chases a pitch outside. It's 0-2. Connolly popping up with Carpio well off second base, almost in the shortstop position. And Brody's known as a well all-around player. Batting .286. And here's the 0-2 now. He pops it the other way. Foul. He's had experience in AA. He's been here a year before in 2019. And he was selected in the 3rd round. Stanford known as a pretty good baseball school. And if we're talking about good baseball schools, we should be talking about the College World Series that's going on right now. Just 5 teams left in the mix of this as Brody strikes out swinging. Connolly puts the tag on him, and it's 2 Ks for Austin Ross to get out of the 5th. But a run comes in. It's 7-4 Rumble Ponies as we head into the bottom half.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-4600. 1-800-848-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Sports Colleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
It's time for the Junior PA announcers, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Please welcome tonight's first Kia Junior PA announcer, Rakaya.
Well, Bryson Stott's going to lead us off in the bottom of the fifth. The Fightins have some work to do. They're down by 3 runs here as we get into the middle part of this game. And it is Adam Aller who comes out for another inning of work, but there is someone warming up in the bullpen for the Ponies. It's Riley Gillum. And a called strike now to Stott. 0 for 2 on the day. Infield back deep here to Stott, and he takes a pitch downstairs. He's got the middle here to work with through the gap, but he'll chase a pitch that brings him to his knees. And the count now 1-2. Can tell he's looking to send one deep, or at least make some hard contact as he chases that pitch. And this one, a slow roller to second. It's misplayed by Romero. Stott hustling down to first, and he's going to be safe. I assume that'll go in as an error, but it is an error to the second baseman. But Stott gets on either way, and a solid hustle is what allowed him to score because Romero did recover the ball and toss it over to first. It just wasn't in time as Stott reaches on the error. A big play for a runner on here. The Fightins need to score 3, and it's Madison Stokes who has a 2 for 2 day right now. A home run and a double. Stokes settling in the righty batter's box. They'll go for a pickoff attempt to Stott, whose uniform is already dirty, so it doesn't quite matter. And this one chopped up the first base line. It's foul. Stott on first. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. This would be a good time for the Fightins to strike. And they go for another pickoff attempt. This time it comes from the catcher Singer, but Stott above average speed, able to get back quickly. And Aller starting to really slow down his work as he reaches deep. 81 pitches. Gillum, I said it before warming, they'll see how far they let Aller work. And Stokes pops one the other way, this one into the plaza, and is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Loud crowd here at the ballpark. A nice day for fans to come out. And a cool day in Fightin Phil's history. Overtime, got a couple of fun facts for y'all. And Stokes swings that one upstairs. Still 94 here for Aller. He's holding on his velocity, and Stokes will head back into the dugout for the first time today.
Good stop. Attaboy.
George High Pockets Kelly hit 4 home runs in a day and drove in 9 batters, so we got 9 RBIs when Rochester beat the Reading Coal Barons at Lowers Park on this day, June 24th, 1919, and Kelly ended up in the Hall of Fame. Now, it's also a day in history in 1972 when the Reading Phillies played their first of 5 Eastern League games that they had to play at the Vet because of Hurricane Agnes. And they got lucky. The Phillies were on a road trip. Tatum, it's grounded to Romero. He messes the ball again, and it gets by the first baseman Toffee on the play as well. Traveling to third, a heads-up play is Bryson Stott, and Romero bobbles it twice in a row. That allows the Fightins to have runners on the corner, and it's going to be 2 errors on the second baseman. Tatum reaches on a fielding error, and then Stott able to move over to third on a fielding error. So Romero now has 3 errors in 1 inning, which is tough here for the second baseman, and that's got to hurt you mentally. Kind of out there trying to play through it. And the Fightins are getting excited here as they've got runners on the corner and just 1 out now for Josh Stevens. Steven had a single and an RBI earlier in the game. And this one hits the roof and bounces into the stand to the group of kids that you can probably hear on the crowd mic. And it's 0-1. Seems like she got hit in the head, but she seems all right. In good spirits back there. Runners on the corners now for Reading. They're down by 3. And Josh Stevens sends one high in the sky. Should be deep enough for Stott to tag. It hits in center field, and he sprints home. A run is going to score off the bat of Steven, a sacrifice fly, and Reading cuts into the lead. It is now 7-5, Rumble Ponies. And here's Archimedes Gamboa with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Why are they batting out so high?
A good RBI pickup there for Steven to have 2 on the day. Can't undervalue the height of a sacrifice fly. Gamboa has a strike. It's 0-1 now with 2 outs. The Fightins scoring 5 runs on only 5 hits, so they've been very resourceful today, and they've scored runs in all but 1/2 innings so far. And here's the offering. It's inside to Gamboa. He holds off 1-1. Jack Connolly on deck. Assume Austin Ross will come out for another inning of work. And Aller kicks and fires home. Gamboa sends it back into the netting. It's 1-2. I imagine they'll let Aller try to get through Gamboa here, and if he's not able to make the out, they'll send in Gilliam. Taking a nice lead is Tatum on first. Here's the offering. It's inside to Gamboa. A little chin music. He has to bounce back. And it's 2-2. Aller grabs the rosin bag, trying to dry up his hands right now. Gamboa has a nice gap up the third base line. And taking a lead, Tatum. Here's the 2-2 now from Aller, and Gamboa holds off, fits a full count. Obviously, there's places to put runners here for Adam Aller. I'm not sure how much leeway they're going to give him after Gamboa, as he's ranging into 90 pitches. And the sun is almost completely set. Playing baseball under the lights here at America's Classic Ballpark. Going Tatum, and Gamboa, a liner right into the glove of the first baseman, Toffee, and he'll record the out unassisted, but not before the Fightins score a run, start crossing the plate, and it is 7-5 heading into the sixth.
The Reading Fightins partner with Mal Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mal Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mal Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mal Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Visit the Constable Table and Traffic Six-Pack Plaza now to get a ball while playing laps. Now back for the Bumble Ponies, the center fielder is a one, Jake Mangum.
Well, the Fightins tacked one on in the bottom of the 5th inning. They've now scored successfully in all half innings but one, and they trail by just 2 now. We're in the top of the 6th. Austin Ross comes out for another inning of work. Magnum swings on the first pitch. Stott picks it up down the middle, and he'll get a quick and easy out on a pitch. The catcher now, Hayden Singer. A double that scored 2 runs is a part of the 4-run 4th. 1 for 3 on the day. Stott shifting a little bit to the left. The wind dying down just a tad here at the ballpark. The flag's still going right to left, just not as much as it was before. The series right now split 1-1. The Fightins have taken the last 2 series. They took Hartford 5-1 and Harrisburg 4-2. And we'll see what they could do here against Binghamton as Sanger ropes one up the third baseline. It's fair. Gazzo can't get to it. In the outfield is Steven. And coming in easily to second base is Singer. And his second double of the day right now for the catcher. Pretty strong going there for Singer. Ups his batting average to .328. I think he's the only one on the team with a batting average above 300. And now it's Mark Vientos with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. The last thing the Fightins needs is to give up more runs. They've already got some coming back to do. And tomorrow's game begins at 6:40 or 7 o'clock. It's Friday, 7 o'clock, and it'll be followed by some post-game fireworks. Saturday is the 6:45 start. That's the Mega Blast night. And then Sunday is a Mike Schmidt belated Father's Day t-shirt and a after the game catch in the field. And Vientos gets a hold of this ball. It is crushed out to left field. His second homer of the game, third of the series, and it's a 2-run home run from Vientos to make it 9-5 here. Rumble Ponies taking a strong lead every time the Fightins try to come back, and Vientos' second home run of the day, scoring 2. His third of the season gives him, third of the series gives him 11 on the season. It is 9-5, Rumble Ponies. Here's Wagner LaGrange. He is the only player in the starting 9 not to reach at all today, in one way or another. And if I'm checking my box correctly, everyone has reached at least on a hit once, if not half of the team having a 2-hit day, except for Wagner LaGrange. He's 0 for 3. And it's a called strike, as Ross has got him 0-2. There's only one out here in the the top of the 6th, excuse me. And the Rumble Ponies have now scored 4 out of 6 halves. This one bouncing in the dirt in front of LaGrange, and it's 1-2. We'll see if they bring in Gilliam or Collar for another inning. I don't imagine with his high pitch count they would have him go another. LaGrange fouls this one back into the stands. It was loud and aggressive as he hit a seat. And it's 1-2. And a quick couch there by Brito. It's a liner right into his glove, and that's out number 2, as LaGrange will go down for the 4th time today, the only one not to get on base. Will Toffee now heading up. Toffee had a home run of his own and a single. And he fouls back the first pitch he sees. Ross has him at 0-1. Also stole a base and scored twice. Busy day for the Rumble Ponies. They've totaled 13 hits. They've also made 3 errors in the field, though, all of them coming from the second baseman Romero in 1/2 inning, which was the reason that a run scored in the bottom of the 5th, pretty much, and then Josh Stevens' sacrifice fly brought Stott home. And Ross now 1-1 makes it 1-2, so he's a strike away of getting out of the 6th. When the Fightins come back up, they'll be in the bottom part of the lineup with Connolly and Gazzo, and I imagine they'll pinch hit for Ross and throw somebody else in for the top of the 7th. But you never know, we'll have to see. Ross has 2 at-bats so far this season, but no hits. He struck out twice if he were to appear in the bottom half. And he's got a 2-2 count now on Toffee. Kicks and fires home, and it's upstairs, just misses. It's a full count now. Ross would love to end this half. The crowd's still lively here at the ballpark. Nice to see the fans sticking it out on such a nice night. They'll wait for the post-game fireworks. And this one fouled off onto the roof again. Losing a lot of balls up there. The other day, the Ops guys went on top of the T-Mobile stage and over in Funland and picked up some foul balls over there. They had about 12 of them. They were all waterlogged from all the rain they've been up there, but can't imagine what it looks like on top of the roof. And it's outside, so Toffee will end up walking to first, and Ross is going to have to do it again against Luis Carpio. Carpio 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Ross
gets another pop-up. These guys are chasing him, and they're getting close, and in the end, it is the batter who's winning out against Ross. But he's got 2 outs so far here in the top of the 6th, and the Fightin's itching to get back up to work. There is someone warming up in the pen now. And he misses outside, 1-1. And it's number 18, Jonathan Hennigan, who's warming up. So I imagine they'll do a pinch hitter, and then Hennigan will come out for the top of the 7th. And Ross gets a called strike, so once again down to the final strike, trying to get out of this half inning. There is a runner on first, and the score is 9-5. Ponies here after they scored another 2. Going, and the throw down from Connolly. It's late, so safe at second is Will Toffee. Lots of stolen bases in the game. Toffee, his 2nd of tonight. And that'll bring him 5 on the season. The highest stolen base guy was Matt Bierling, who had 5 before he was called up to AAA. This one right to Gazzo. He sends it perfectly across the diamond, and that'll do it here in the top of the 6th. Not before the Rumble Ponies add on 2 more. It's 9-5 as Reading comes to bat.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year, and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
and provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Art-Filled game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Thank you to stick around for tonight's post-game fireworks, brought to you by UGI Utilities.
Here we're at the bottom of the 6th in FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins are down by 4 runs now, and obviously that is not insurmountable. We're going to start things off with Jack Connolly after a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. We'll have a pitching change. The starter, Olive, is taken out in favor of Tommy Wilson here for the 6th. Aller going 5 strong, 5 hits, 5 runs. 4 of them were earned. 2 walks and 6 strikeouts for a total of 93 pitches. And Wilson's first offering to Connolly is a called strike. Now Tommy Wilson, a LA, California native, was picked in the 19th round back in 2018. He did see some time in AA before. And he stands 6'4", 220 on the mound. Here's the 1-1. Connolly gets a piece of it, and it's 1-2. Although the Fightins have 5 runs today, they only have 5 hits compared to the Ponies' 9 runs on 13 hits. And here's the offer by Wilson. It's upstairs. Connolly holds up. Connolly now had a solo shot back in the 2nd and a walk in the 4th. He has not been able to catch anyone stealing. A couple stolen bases so far by the Ponies that have really helped them out getting into scoring position.
John, how long were you on the ground for, John? How long were you on the ground for?
And here's the 2-2 now to Jack. Checks the swing, doesn't go, and it's full. The same thing happened in the 4th when he walked. They checked the swing twice and he never won a round. And he ended up finishing the at-bat on 1st. We'll see if he can do the same right now. Would love to start with leadoff runner. The payoff pitch he sends out to center field. Going back, Mangum at the wall, and he leaps and catches it, bounces into the wall. It bounces out of his glove. Coming around to 3rd is Jack Connolly. He slides in safely as the ball pops out of the glove of Vientos. And a triple for Jack Connolly as he hustles all the way around. And man, oh man, a tough play for Mangum, but he did not capitalize and do himself any favors. And Jack Connolly just grabbing 3rd. Love to see that kind of hustle out of the catchers. His first triple here in Double-A. And his first extra base hit. Huge there for Jack Connolly to get himself in scoring position now. The Fightins down by 4. And here's Salgazzo. Gazzo, slow roller behind the plate. Connolly got the crowd roaring there in that at-bat. And they'd love to see some action now. Fightin started it off with a triple. And they're going to have to get him home in this half. And Gazzo sends it to left field. I don't think it's deep enough for Connolly to tag, and it's not, as the catch is made in foul territory by the 3rd baseman, and that'll be out number 1. It is going to be a pinch hitter as Luke Miller comes in to bat for the pitcher, and then I believe we'll see Hennigan coming up in the 7th. Connolly out on 3rd. He's got an out now. Anything deep, and he'll try to score. He's got some wheels on him. Not tied up for being a catcher. And he'll take a called strike. Miller had the day off yesterday, but got the start on 1st on Tuesday, and he sends one out to left field. Going back, Mangum at the wall, and he makes the catch at the warning track. Connolly tagging, coming home, and it's 9-6. Reading Fightin Phils now here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Miller with a sacrifice fly way out to center field. And that allowed Connolly to come home 9-6. And here's the top of the order, Daniel Brito, still hitless on the day. The 3rd baseman, Vientos, in shallow. And Brito makes contact with the first thing he sees, but it goes out into the 67 club. Called strike now to Brito. He's down 0-2 with 2 outs here. But they added another run in the bottom of the 6th. And Daniel Brito settling in the lefty batter's box. There's 2 outs here. Here's the pitch from Wilson, and he ropes it up the first base line. It bounces foul. And he'll have to do it again. That's a perfect piece of hitting if he can move it over to the left a little bit. And Brito holds one off in the dirt, a nice eye. Struggled yesterday. Yesterday was a good day. He had a double and a walk. And he sends this one up the right field line. It's going to bounce, trickle all the way to the wall. And he's going to have himself a Lisa double here as Williams holds him up at second. And Brito breaks his hitless day with a double. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. A perfect piece of hitting by Daniel Brito. Sends it right where nobody was. And his second day with a double, his 10th on the season, a team high for the Fightins. And that'll bring up Bryson Stott as the pitching coach heads out to talk to Tommy Wilson. Not exactly what they were looking for in relief, as they came into this inning with a 4-run lead. Now the Fightins have cut it down to 3. And man, is everyone from the infield coming in now. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a pitching change. There's nobody warming up. You don't usually see everyone come in unless they take the guy out. And the fans going wild in the stands. They are hoping to see the Fightins get back into this ball game. They're only down by 3 runs. Daniel Brito over on second. There's 2 outs now for Bryson Stott. And we'll see if Stott can do something today. Yesterday he had a home run. He reached on an error so far today. And he'll take a first pitch low. And the crowd has gotten back into this at-bat. And Stott holds off again on a pitch inside. After Stott comes Stokes and then Tatum. Stokes having a 2-hit day. And Tatum has reached twice. Love to see it loud here at the ballpark. Madison Stokes said yesterday that 7,000 fan crowd really helped the team out when they were fighting to stay ahead of the Rumble Ponies late in the game. He said you feed just off the energy, and these guys have been away from that so long. It's come to mean so much to them now, especially because the Fightins fans show up in droves here, even on a Tuesday and Wednesday night. It's packed here at the ballpark. And Stott takes 4 straight balls, and he'll head down to first as he's kind of pitched around there, nothing aggressive. And that'll bring up Madison Stokes, which I'm not sure you want to face any more than you want to face Bryson Stott right now. Runners on first and second. There's 2 outs. They're trying to rally here. And Stokes settling in that righty batter's box here to Wilson, who kicks and fires. Stokes chases one high, and it's 0-1. Madison Stokes. A lot to accomplish here. With runners in scoring position, the team down by 3. Wilson looks back. Now he comes home. And a called strike. Stokes falls behind 0-2. 4 for 10 in this series, Madison Stokes. And he saves one in the dirt. A nice block there by Singer. You know Daniel Brito is able to go to third if that should get past him. And forget about Bryson Stott. He's halfway to second. No one covering him on there at first, so he can take the lead he's looking for. Stokes settles in. Big moment here. Yesterday he delivered with a 3-run home run. Not a lot of wind pushing his way anymore. Wilson looking back. He comes home, and Stokes chops a slow roller foul. It's picked up by Singer. He bobbles it, and Stokes safe at first. The throw goes over into the bullpen. Coming home, Daniel Brito. And while Sean Williams is sending home Stott, he held himself up at third, and man, was that close, because coming around to third was Madison Stokes, and Stokes could not get in front of Stott, so he was stuck waiting for Stott to come home. It's 9-8 Fightins over the mishaps here by the Rumble Ponies. They are just throwing away the lead. I would imagine that would be an error on the catcher that allowed Stokes to read, and then everyone advances on his throwing error, but I'll have to see how it goes into the books from the official scorer. But my, oh my, we have a ball game now, 9-8. Reading Fightin' Phil's down by just a run as Stokes magically gets in 2 runs, and here's McCarthy Tatum, and he sends it high. This could go in the books as a 3rd out, but you don't know. Carpio can't find it, and he calls off everyone to make the catch in the infield. An eventful bottom of the 6th inning. The Fightins put up a 3 spot on the board, and it is 9-8. They're down by just a run as we head into the top of the 7th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
I am Daniel Rio. How many of us can do a backflip? 19%.
What time?
All right, well, we got to recap what happened there in the 6th as 3 runs scored for Reading off the bat of Madison Stokes, which is not exactly how it happened because it was an error on the catcher that allowed Stokes to reach first. And then that allowed Daniel Brito to score. So that is one separate event. And Madison Stokes was able to advance around because of the error on the catcher throwing it to first. So we had an error on it fielding that allowed him to get to first, an error throwing that allowed him to get to second, and then an error on the right fielder that allowed him to get to third and Bryson Stott to score. A lot going on in that half inning, but the most important things as the Fightins have chipped away at the lead. It is 9-8 now here in the top of the 7th, and we do have a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as coming into the game, Jonathan Hennigan. He's facing Yoel Romero right now, the 1-1, chopped up the middle, and Hennigan, a diving Brito from sitting position, and Luke Miller over at first gets the out. Could you see more defensive Gold Glove work out of Daniel Brito than that play right there. He dove behind second base and from his butt threw it over to first. They're showing the replay on the board right now. Man, oh man, I thought that was going to get in the hole. And Luke Miller, who came in defensively after pinch hitting in the bottom half, the split on the back side of the bag to get a crucial out here in the top of the 7th. And the Fightin' Phils are just stealing all of the momentum out of the Rumble Ponies right now. And Hennigan has one out here for the 7th. It is going to be Tommy Wilson who comes into bat. And his first bat right now, he's got him 0-2. And interesting that they leave the pitcher in here. But it's only game number 3, so you do have to watch out for your pen. And on 3 straight pitches, Jonathan Hennigan able to get the K that he needs. 2 outs now in the 7th. They got to sit down the Rumble Ponies. They got to get down to bat again. We're in the back part of this game. And the Fightins are only down by a run. And that play there by Daniel Brito can absolutely not be ignored. He had a Gold Glove in 2018, and he's proving himself yet again over at second base with the range from that play. Quinn Brody up now, 2 singles. And he sends this one into center field, but there to make the play is Gamboa. A quick 1-2-3 inning from the Fightin' Phils, and Jonathan Hennigan gets the job done here in relief. He has to be checked, and the umpire waiting for Sean Williams to come out like he usually does. And they're going to check Jonathan Hennigan's hat and his belt and his glove for substances, but we'll come back here after a break to get into the bottom of the 7th.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall, plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular game tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium 61 Dugout Suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
Now batting for the R-Phils, the left fielder number 10, Josh Stevens.
Well, about the quickest and easiest half inning we've seen on either side today. Jonathan Hennigan sits down the Rumble Ponies 1-2-3, and Josh Stevens going to lead us off here for the bottom of the 7th. Tommy Wilson gets on the mound again. And Wilson, after giving up a 3 spot, gets again for another half inning. Interesting to see, but I guess don't want to eat into their pen, though I do see someone warming up. Someone's got a submarine going on down there in the bullpen. And he's got Steven now in an 0-2 count. Lots of energy here at the ballpark. Great game for Fightins fan to see. Steven checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. It's 1-2. He's had himself a pretty good day with a single and a sacrifice fly, so 2 RBIs so far. Wilson with the 1-2 now. Steven holds off, it's in the dirt, and it's 2-2. I imagine we'll see Hennigan again after a quick half in the top of the 7th. He only threw 7 pitches, 6 of them strikes to get out. And that's about as solid as they come. Of course, the play by Daniel Brito behind second base helped. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Steven holds off upstairs, and he's worked his way back from an 0-2 count now to full. Steven, always a very pleasant guy, friendly, always says hello. How are you doing? Here's the payoff pitch, and he pops it foul, bangs off the roof and into the stands. And it hits the head of a fan, but she seems okay, and she holds up the foul ball. And Steven comes home, and he walks him. So Josh Steven will lead off the bottom of the 7th with a walk, which is exactly what Reading needs. They're only down by a run here, and the lead has already changed hands. We'll see if it can change hands back in the direction of the Fightins. And I think that's going to be it for Tommy Wilson as the manager Lorendo Bundy comes out. There's someone warming in the pen, and yet again the entire infield coming in. Bundy walking about as slow as you can get out there. They're going to give their pitcher some more time to warm up. And as we see who comes in, we're going to take a short break for a pitching change as someone jogs in from left field. And out of the game comes Wilson. Got roughed up a little bit, and they tried to get him in for the bottom of the 7th, but he can't take the reins on the end. So we'll take a short break and come back to see who's in.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium 61 dugout suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages. For the first time ever, the Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you their classic game program all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player rosters, and front office staff. It also includes featured stories and alumni reports, all on the favorite guys who spent their time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Purchase a bank of tickets to be used throughout the Fightin' Phils season. The Flex Bank lets you use the number of tickets you need when you need them. You will have an online Flex Bank account which allows you to use your bank of tickets or vouchers to redeem for game tickets whenever you need them. You can also reserve your game tickets from your Flex Bank by contacting the ticket office or redeeming in person at the stadium. Visit ourphils.com or call the office at 610-370-BALL for more information about the Flex Bank ticket packages and all the exciting ways you can get tickets to a FirstEnergy Stadium game.
Well, a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here to get through the bottom of the 7th. They take out Tommy Wilson, and they're going to hand the ball over to Tom Hackemer here with nobody out and a runner on first. He's close by in New Hyde Park, New York for the Rumble Ponies, 26 years old. He started his career with the Twins, but he was released and picked up as a free agent in June. So he's only been on the Rumble Ponies, the Mets affiliate, for about a week or so now, as he got picked up on June 16th and added just before the start of this series. Steven on first after walking. There's nobody out here for Archimedes Gamboa. And Toffee trying to hold Steven on. He's the tying run. Gamboa representing the go-ahead run. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And Hackemer, the righty, kind of a submarine, to be honest. He goes below his waist and then tries to come upstairs with it. So I think it even goes past a sidearm pitch. Steven taking a nice lead off of first. Hackemer Gonna focus on the batter though. Gamboa pokes the end of it with his bat, and it is 1-2. Hackemer 5'11" on the mound. You don't see many pitchers of that height. They have Riley Gillum, who's 5'10", and we saw Yezo Campos 5'11". If you remember Josh Tolles from the Fightins, he was on the shorter side and still a very effective pitcher. So definitely not to say that these guys can't get the job done, as this one gets way past the catcher Singer. On to second is Steven, and a huge pickup there on a wild pitch that sends the runner into scoring position, the tying run into scoring position. And Steven now watching Sean Williams for signs. And Gamboa in a 2-2 count here with nobody out. The Fightins need to tie this game up in this half as we're getting into the back half. And Hackemer pitches a strike to Gamboa on the corner, and that'll be 1 out as he walks back to the dugout. Here's Jack Connolly. Connolly has been on base all 3 times today, has given them quite the offensive push as he's had a home run and a triple, arguably the hardest part of hitting for the cycle. He's also walked, and he'll get this at bat and probably one more on the day. But the most important part is the run here out on second. So we'll see what he can do against Hackemer. He takes a first pitch strike. And the crowd going absolutely wild here at the ballpark. Hackemer missing on the outside. It's 1-1. Connolly batting .250 with runners in scoring position. So he's been able to get the job done in the past. Here's the offering. It's a called strike. And hard to read here with Hackemer, because usually guys are typically having to read pitches coming from high to low. But now they're having to read it coming low to high. Not to mention that Hackemer not standing as tall as they're used to on the mound, especially with the starter, Aller, 6'4", and Wilson 6'4" as well. It's a whole almost half a foot. And Connolly makes contact, sends it into the stands, and it bounces on the net and into the loge box. It's 1-2. The wind blowing out stiffly now for Jack Connolly. We saw him send a solo shot to left, and it's pushing now for him to do the same. The crowd roaring for the former Fightin back in 2019. Joined the squad earlier. Here's the pitch, and he sends it the other way. Is it gonna stay fair? No, it's foul. And man, just inches would have sent it up the first baseline, and it would have brought home Steven from second. Oh my gosh, wow. Trying to see if he can poke it the other way. And that would be the right spot of the infield, at least to move the runner over to third with 1 out. Leaning over Hackemer. He gets the sign. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Jack Connolly brought to his knees as he goes down swinging. A big strike pickup there for Hackemer. And after Steven got on first and then to second, there's been 2 straight strikeouts, so it rests on the hope of Sal Gazzo right now here in the bottom of the 7th. The Fightins are down by a run. And man, is Sal Gazzo due for a hit here. 0 for 3 today, still looking for a hit in Double-A, and he'll take a first pitch strike. Gazzo spending most of the 2021 season with Triple-A, where he recorded 6 hits and 4 RBIs. And Sal, a slow chopper to second. Can he run it out with Hackemer? And Hackemer makes the tag on his body up the first baseline. That will retire the Fightins, and that'll be it in the 7th inning. We'll head to the top of the 8th. The Fightins down by just a run. This is the part you don't want to miss.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. Selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
Well, top of the 8th we go. We'll see Jonathan Hennigan coming out for another half inning of work. He sat down the Rumble Ponies 1-2-3 in the 7th, and we'll see if he can do so again in the 8th. The Fightins threatened in the bottom half, but they were unable to score. And he gets a roller, a diving Brito, can't come up with it, and safe at first is Mangum. I think that'll be a base hit, but they'll tell me one way or another. Deep in the hole there at second for Daniel Brito. And I'd like to update for Fightin' Phils fans that former Philadelphia player Nick Pavetta is currently pitching in the middle of pitching a no-hitter with the Boston Red Sox right now. We did see him here in Reading in 2016. Very solid for the team, 11 wins in 22 starts, excuse me. So half of those games he had wins, and he struck out 111 batters. That game is right now in the, he's no-hit the Rays through 7 at the Trop. So interesting if you remember former Fightin' Phil and former Philadelphia Philly Nick Pavetta. And I guess they're going to say that that bounced foul because Jake Mangum back at the plate. So I guess they're going to say that that bounced over the plate. And so he's up. And he fouls one back into the stance. Two balls, one strike now, the count to Mangum. The wind blowing stiffly out to left right now. And he sends it up to the gap again. It's deflected by Hennigan, and I think that's what got the job done because he deflected it from going straight up to center field. Instead, it was deflected right into the glove of Bryson Stott, and that will go in the book as 1-6-3 on the play. And I think Jonathan Hennigan getting his glove on it was what was able to make the play. So there's one out. There's nobody on, just to clarify. One out. Jake Mangum had to go back to the plate. And Hayden Singer now up.
Good one. Swing like a sword up there, big guy.
This one straight out to center, and a quick and easy two outs for Jonathan Hennigan here in the top of the 8th. He'll try to sit them down 1, 2, 3 again. And he's got 2, so we'll try to get 3. It would be opportune to shut down the Rumble Ponies. The Fightins are only down by a run. And he gets a first strike on him. Hennigan dealing tonight. And he gets strike number 2 as he chases one. Hennigan 1 out away from a 1-2-3 innings. And that'll be perfect here as the Fightins need to get back up to bat in the 8th and not get themselves any deeper in the hole. They've had a strong comeback. And here's the 0-2. It's just low. One ball, 2 strikes now. The lefty. I heard rumors he's going to shave his head. Rumors. Him, Zarbniski, Billy Sullivan, perhaps. I don't know. He and Zarbniski have long hair. They've been playing pretty well with it. I don't know how superstitious they are. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the offering. It's outside, and it's a full count. Vientos has worked his way back from an 0-2 now to full. And a swing and a miss. Hennigan elated as he gets the job done. He picks up 2 Ks and he does it perfectly as no one reaches at all here in the 7th and the 8th. The Fightins back to bat. They're down by a run, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vist Bank does everything for us, from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vist will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vist Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Getting into the back half of this game, the Fightins down by just a run. And the full moon appearing over on right field. It is a strawberry moon tonight because it's a little bit pinkish hue in the sky. It is the last supermoon of the year. And you can kind of see it over our Reading Tower Health Hospital pool over down right field. It's going to be Luke Miller who comes in to start things off against Hackamer. And Miller takes a first pitch strike. He came into pinch hit back in the 6th and had a sacrifice fly, then came in defensively over at first base. And you can see it for the next few nights, the supermoon that is. It's not going to be completely full. until it completely ascends into view, but you can pretty much see it anywhere in the world. So no matter where you're listening, we can all look at the same supermoon. As Miller fouls one back, it's 0-2. And the difference between a full moon and the regular supermoon is that it's 90%, like it's closest to Earth that it ever gets. And it does so while it's full. And here's the 0-2. He pegs Miller on the back. So while he gets ahead in the count, Miller whacked in the back and he's sent to first, which is a big pickup for the Fightins. They did it in the 7th, but they got a runner on first to start it off. And they'll do it here to start off the bottom of the 8th. So we're back to the top of the order with Daniel Brito. He had a huge double in the 6th and scored one of the 3 runs. And the Fightins, 8 runs on 7 hits to the Ponies, 6 runs on 13 hits. But they've made 6 errors in the field today, all on 2 players. And so they've got to get through. They've got to take the cake on a team that's made 3 errors. Daniel Brito pokes it the other way. It gets through the third baseman, Vientos, and a base hit. That'll push over Miller, to second. And there'll be 2 runners on with nobody out for the guy, Bryson Stott. And now a quick mound visit from Sanger. Goes back, Hackemer trying to get through this one. Nobody's been scoreless across the board except for Jonathan Hennigan and perhaps Hackemer. Still a no-hitter from Nick Pavetta, and the pitch comes way inside to Stott. He has to bump out of the back. And it's a called strike to Stott. It's 1-1. Daniel Brito over on first, and Luke Miller at second. Nobody holding Miller on. And both of these guys have got the speed. Wind pushing out the opposite way here for Bryson Stott, though we've seen him do it. It's way downstairs. Singer is being put to work behind the plate tonight. He's got to block everything that comes by. And I love how invested the crowd is. They're getting their worth tonight here at the ballpark. Coming home, Hackemer, and Stott the opposite way, a foot shy of third base. If he's able to put it in play, Luke Miller was like already at third. He's ready to round. Coming in as a pinch hitter back in the 6th. And Stott does have that big gap between second and third. And here's the offering by Hackemer. He sends it up, it's foul, and it goes out of the field to play. The count remains 2-2. Somebody warming up for the Fightins, so I don't think Hennigan will come in for the top of the 9th. Now that Jacob Hernandez no longer on the roster, the closer could be Zabala. I don't know if they're going to go with him here for his first game with the R-Phils. They've used Zarbniski in that situation before. He's got a couple of saves, but they had him yesterday throw an inning and a third. Marconi possibly, but they had him on Tuesday. And Stott up the middle, and he's going to tie this ball game. Hustling around third, coming home, Luke Miller, the throw. It doesn't even have one. 9-9, a tie ball game. Bryson Stott with an RBI single up the middle. It's 9-9. And and the crowd is going wild here in Reading, Pennsylvania, as it's a tie ball game. And Madison Stokes coming up. Nobody out here, and the Fightin' Phils are getting this one done. Brito on second. Stott on first, the prospect with the big hit. And here is Madison Stokes. You'll never guess who's on deck to pinch hit. It's Jorge Bonifacio. And that would be the pinch hitter, that would be the pitcher spot. So that tells you that Hennigan probably not coming in. We'll see. Hackemer to Stokes. Outside, he holds off. It's 1-2. And the no-hitter broken up for the Red Sox. Kevin Kiermaier doubles in the bottom of the 8th. It was a multi-pitcher no-no that they had going on. And a called strike 3 to Stokes, who is not happy. You can tell the way he's shaking his head, walking back to the dugout. Unhappy with the call there from Moore. And that's the first out of the inning as he strikes out on called strikes. And it is Jorge Bonifacio who comes in to pinch hit. And Bonifacio pinch hitting. Hennigan won't come out in the 9th. It's a tie ball game now. So the Fightins not only have to get through this and score a run, they have to shut down the Rumble Ponies in the top of the 9th. Of course, they have the bottom half to bat. But there's 2 runners on now and only 1 out for Bonifacio, who was able to rest this game up. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go. It's 1-0. The wind pushing in his direction. 7 home runs on the season for Bonifacio. Miller 8. He fouls it back. It's 1-1. Stott with the tying RBI single to bring in Miller on first. Brito on second. Infield back deep here. This is quite a ball game for the fans. Post-game fireworks after, but you've already seen them here on the field. And kids have been in this pool the entire time, and that is really the most surprising part of this to me. Hackemer to Bonifacio. It's in the dirt, and Singer, man, a good block. Nine runs on 9 hits for Reading. 9 runs on 13 hits for the Rumble Ponies. They've made 6 errors. And runs have scored on one side or another for every inning but the 6th. And here's the offering, swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. Bonifacio, here's the 2-2, it's low. It's inside, and he walks out of the way. There is a base open for Bonifacio, then it would push on to Josh Stephen. Full count now to the pinch hitter Bonifacio. Third base is open, but there's only 1 out here. Tie ball game. Hackemer, the payoff pitch. It's low, checking his swing, and they're calling it a strike to Moore. And the crowd is in uproar now as Bonifacio heads back into the dugout. 2 straight strikeouts from Hackamer. And it looks like they are going to do something as the Rumble Ponies manager comes out to talk to the umpire. So something must be going on somewhere. I would be surprised if they took Hackamer out with those 2 outs in a row. And their manager having a long talk. The center fielder crouching down in the outfield. The guys mingling around, and it does look like perhaps Hackamer's day is done. They might go for a double switch here, and they are, as the left fielder Brody is going to move to center, and out of the game is Mangum. Someone's coming in to left, and they're gonna have the pitcher come out. So we're gonna take a short break, and we'll go to Alvernia University call to the bullpen now as we figure out who's coming out to pitch.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with large see-through netting. Starting at $31, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com or call us at 610-370-FALL to reserve your group outing.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. Selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Our Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightins baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on ourphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils.
Well, the Rumble Ponies are trying to get out of the bottom of the 8th, and the Fightin' Phils just will not let them. They have to make a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Into the game coming in Jared Robinson, and he's going to take over against Hackamer. Now, I saw Robinson. He was on my team when I worked for the Lynchburg Hillcats, so I've seen him pitch quite a bit. I think they're going for a different kind of matchup here with Josh Stephen at the plate. And Robinson sends one into the dirt. It's 1-1. The Fightin' Phils have Bryson Stott on first and Daniel Brito on second. It's a tie ball game at 9 here in the bottom of the 8th. And there are 2 outs. Now Stephen walked against Hackamer, and now he'll face off against J-Rob. Looks over at third. Now he comes home, and it's a called strike downstairs. Robinson was picked up in the Mets as a free agent in 2020, but obviously did not get to play. And now he'll come home. Steven checks his swing, and he strikes out against Robinson. 26-year-old out of California, and he gets the job done trying to get the final out here, and they end up striking out the side, but they give up the tying run. So it's 9-9 in the top of the ninth, and we'll be right back.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today.
The R. Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils. The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
Innings of work, and he allowed his team really to get back into this ball game. He kept the other guys clean. They're going to do a check here to Doey before he even starts this half inning. Sean Williams running out to the mound. They're checking his hat, glove, and belt right now. Hennigan came in, 2 innings of work, 2 strikeouts, nothing across, through a total of 19 pitches. And the umpire's talking with Doey and Williams out on the mound. And I'm not sure what's happening as Williams walking back to the dugout with the umpire, but now he's circling back to behind the plate, so it seems like they're all good. Doey having a chat with Jimenez over at third, and it seems like everything's all clear. As Sean heads back into the dugouts, he's going to have to get out LaGrange, Toffee, and Carpio in this half inning. Doey, a 1.5 ERA and 6 innings of work here for the Fightins. He just joined the team not too long ago. Had some extra bullpen arms, and he's been pretty solid since coming to AA. Added on June the 9th. Just about 2 weeks here in Baseball Town. We've seen him before, back in 2019. And LaGrange here going to lead it off as Doey finishes his warm-ups.
Now batting for the local Ponies, the right fielder number 8,
LaGrange, still the only member of the starting 9 not to record a hit in today's at-bat. He's 0 for 4, 2 Ks. He's got space up the middle, and the wind blowing. We'll see if they go with Jared Robinson for the bottom of the 9th. I would be very surprised if they do. Made it as high as AAA in the Indian system. But first, Doey's got to get through the top half right now. And his first offering a called strike, so a nice start. And he comes in real close to LaGrange. And LaGrange has to bounce out of the box to avoid being hit. And it's 2 balls, 1 strikes now. And this one, a looper. Bryson Stott on the bounce, all the way deep in the hole. It's short, and the pickup in the dirt from Luke Miller is good. Out number 1 here in the top of the 9th. Here's Will Toffee, and that'll record the out for LaGrange, so we'll go down as the only top 9 to not get a hit. Will Toffee, a home run, a single, 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, and a walk. So he's got a heck of a line. And Stott shifting over, so it's all Salgazzo over at third. Toffee bat on his shoulder on the left side. It's a lefty-lefty matchup here. He sends this one to right. I think it's going to hang in the sky.